Good morning. Welcome to Just for Today, a time of eclectic readings, sharing of perspectives, meditation, and prayer. I'm Reverend Rafe Ellis, Senior Minister and Spiritual Leader at the newly joined Centers for Spiritual Living of Greater Baltimore and Columbia. Today is May 15th. And what caught my attention this morning was Think Like a Monk by Jay Shetty. Or Shetty. I'm not sure how he pronounces his last name. And I opened it up and it landed on page 225, A Network of Compassion. And here's what that offers us. It makes sense that monks look at the distribution of love and care as a network of compassion rather than a one-to-one exchange. Monks believe that different people serve different purposes, with each role contributing to our growth in its own way. We have peers for friends, students to teach, and mentors to learn from and serve. Our roles are not wholly tied to age and experience. Every monk is always in every phase of that cycle. Monks believe that these roles aren't fixed. The person who is your teacher one day may be your student the next. Sometimes the senior monks would come to classes with young monks like us, sitting on the floor and listening to a new monk speak. They weren't there to check on us. They were there to learn for themselves. Mm. I love this um, because I think we sell ourselves short. Um, I think we sell ourselves short by looking for people to fill specific roles over seeing what roles the people who are present in our lives are already filling. I think we do ourselves a disservice when instead of instead of recognizing and exploring the purpose that is being filled in us, we sometimes miss the beauty of the connection. We miss the opportunity of the connection, especially when we've decided that certain people can't possibly be our teachers, can't possibly bring us any kind of mentorship, can't possibly be our friends, right? My experience is those people that I put in the can't possibly file, especially the can't possibly be my teacher, they have absolutely nothing to offer me, are the ones who keep showing up, the ones who are so amazingly consistent because they are my teachers. And perhaps the most important thing that they're there to help me learn, to teach me, is that anybody and everybody can be a teacher, that it's not a status label, that it is an active participation agreement. And I can tell you from personal experience, just because the teacher arrives does not mean the student will learn. Right? Anybody else had those situations where you've had numerous teachers show up and you just flat refused to learn? It's helpful to say it out loud. It's even okay to hold it gently and lightly, because then we're at a place where, okay, I get it. And then I can choose to become teachable again. I can choose to let go of that self serving arrogance that tells me I know something. Because I know some things, but that attitude that I like have it all figured out sneaks in from time to time. Um, and I find it amusing that it's still there. It's like, oh, honey, here we go again. And I get to remind myself that ain't a word of truth in it, that certainty is a slippery, slippery slope that ends behind the door of a closed mind. And so I appreciate this reading this morning because it invites me to be present with who is and to be open to what their role is, what my role is, what our shared connection is in the moment, and to allow that to change and to allow it to not be good or bad, to just be whatever it is. So that's what that reading sparked in me this morning. Um, any thoughts you would like to share? Okay. So I'm going to move us into our time of meditation. It's a 5-minute timed meditation. It's simply a practice. It allows us all to practice being present with what is for the next 5 minutes. No need to try to make anything happen, and no need to push away or change anything that is happening. If you have an 18 wheeler in the background, that's part of your meditation. If you got a fly in the room with you, part of your meditation. Let's just practice being present with whatever is. Okay, here we go. one love, one peace, one power, one presence, one substance that is the source, that is the reality, that is the form, the unformed, and everything in between form. One substance that is creation, expressing in exquisite multiplicity. No two expressions of creation alike, no two meant to be alike. This one, nameless, limitless, changeless energy, force, universe, God, spirit, Allah, great spirit, the great mystery, whatever we call it. It is so beyond containment in a label. It is the Alpha and the Omega, and it is that thing that simply is before even an Alpha. It simply has always been eternal. And this one creates out of itself, by itself, to experience itself, to animate itself in physical form. So I know that I am that. I know that I stand on and with and in the agency of love itself, of peace itself. I know that I am love. I am peace. I am the power of creation. I am the expression of creation. I am creation expressed. However, it gets languaged. Matters little to what I understand, the inarticulable understanding of that inseparable connection within and without. Because as I know that what is true of me is true of every expression of life. I know that everywhere I look, I see life. Everywhere I look, I see teacher and student. Everywhere I am teacher and student, student and teacher. I am simultaneously friend and foe. I am infinite intelligence in form that shows up as brilliance and profound ignorance. I am kind and loving until I'm not. And I speak these opposites to remind myself that all is choice. And so I claim and affirm that I choose in alignment with the truth of being, that I choose in alignment with unity of love in the one body. I choose with full acknowledgement and awareness in each moment of choice that every choice impacts the whole body. I choose from love. I choose from awareness. I choose from spiritual alignment. I choose placing principle above personality. I choose wholeness. I choose the harmonious operation of one. I choose accuracy in thought and speech and message. I choose absolute responsibility for the totality of my experience. I choose accountability for how every choice I make impacts the whole and every cell within it. And I'm grateful. I'm grateful for the activity of law, the activity of creation expressing the doer of creation that has already responded to every affirmation, every claim, every ownership stated in this spiritual mind treatment, in this prayer, has instantly responded, bringing my spiritual mind into alignment with the truth of its being, healing by revealing more God and only God, by revealing more great mystery, by revealing more truth, by revealing more of the authentic self to the self. The only healing that is ever required. So knowing it's already done, I let go. This idea that the human me somehow has some unique, divine, separate power that I am to use over anything, to control anything. I let it go. I just allow it to float away. Release it to be transformed. Release the energy just as the physical releases energy. I release that mental energy. And I stand in the ever fluid demonstration of life, aware in each moment what is mine to do, grateful to be aware, grateful for the words spoken being fulfilled, grateful to know that there is no thing outside of me that is not inside of me, that there is no inside or outside when it comes down to it. So I let go of all of the resistance in my head, in my human thoughts. I let them go. And I step fully into this day with my eyes, my ears, my heart, my mind wide open to see the manifestation of the word spoken, to feel the manifestation of the word spoken, to experience the manifestation of the word spoken until I become, till I be the manifestation of the word spoken. Ashe. Shalom. Aho. Amen. Amen. And so it is. Namaste.